Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. With my wife and kids, we run an antique shop in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, filled with some of the most unique items we can find. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
From home, honey.
Well, good morning to everybody out there. It is a nice sunny day. It's actually not terribly cold out considering it's winter. As you can see, there's lots of snow around me, and it did rain actually the other day, which makes for icy roads. But I have very carefully made my way over to our property because there's been a couple exciting things that have happened in the last little bit. The first being that the gas company has come and they've done some directional drilling. I don't know if they've hooked it up already. I guess that's a big gas hole right there. But what they've done is they've drilled down and attached it to the main gas line and run, presumably, the gas line to the house, which is great because we've had no heat. I'm going to saunter on over there and see if they've done any connections on the other end. It's always exciting to see the big work that makes this into a functioning house, not just a giant log tree house or something, come together. So I'm going to go over and see what they've done. In fact, this is a pretty big week for the property. Gas and electric are supposed to be hooked up at some point this week. Possibly it's been done already. I don't know yet. The walls should have been removed in the basement to open it up for the development we've decided to do down there. And I think very soon here, we're going to start insulating. There's some electrical changes we made. So really lots of good things should have happened. We'll just see how many of them have happened so far. And it looks like there are some workers here. Either that or the robbers from Home Alone are here. I didn't set up any traps all around the house for them, so I guess I don't have any irons. I think it's probably a health and safety hazard if you put hot irons above the doors and anvils on ropes and stuff, so maybe I won't Home Alone them. But let's walk over and see what the guys have done with the gas line, if they've done anything at all. Okay, all the connections are supposed to be on the back of the house, so that's where I'm walking to now. Let's have a look. Well, the first thing I notice is that we've got an awful lot of ice all along the wall here. Good thing they built that curb up fairly high. But without the gutter on, you can see that with the construction and debris, it's actually covering my door by about 1.5 or 2 inches with mud and gook. So that door is unusable right now. Once we get the grading done, that won't be an issue, but during construction, that door is kind of out of commission. I do see, though, that the gas company has in fact come over to this side, and they have done the drilling all the way to this edge, and I can see the fluorescent writings, gas. It looks like they're getting ready to hook everything up. So it looks like the main line or the work has been done. The directional drilling has been done, but they haven't done the hookups for the gas just yet. But I'm going to walk around the front of the house and see what's going on inside today. Because it snowed on top of, or it rained, I should say, on top of snow, you can almost, you can almost walk on top of it without falling through. As a kid, I used to love doing it. Oh, look, I was almost up on top. If you're super careful and you weigh less than me, oh, there, I'm on top now. You can stand on top of the snow without falling through, and if you put a little extra weight, you fall in. Because it's got this crusty, candy-like coating all over the snow right now. It's actually kind of neat. Great fun as a kid to break through ice. But enough of that, let's go inside. Okay, guys are in the basement right now, and they're hooking up what will be our new furnace, and I'll show that in a couple minutes. But the wall that was here, many of you were asking in the last video, did they remember to take it out? Look, it's gone now. It's all open and airy. There will not be a wall here. That's just going to be railing. So we'll have light coming through what will be a nice glass. Well, I guess it's a big door, a lot of glass in it, and 2 glass side lights. So it'll be like having a big pane of glass, a big window right there. And you can see with that door open, the reason we wanted to do that is because the majority of the day, the sun comes through the front of the house. It's a south-facing house. So by having that as basically a big glass window over the door, we should get a whole bunch of extra sunlight. And I don't know about you guys at home, but I love a nice sunny house. That's why we put so many windows everywhere, so that we would have that nice bright sun in here all day long. In fact, the sun, even though we're not getting sun in through the back right now, the sun from these windows actually comes all the way through what will be the living room. So even if you're sitting in the living room, you'll get that nice daylight all the way through. So that wall is gone. What else has been happening? It looks like they've got some more of the drains and venting installed. The HVAC is, I think they said they're doing the last of it today. And then we're gonna be just about primed and ready for, primed and ready for the insulation to come in. And that'll line up perfectly when there's heat. Let's have a look upstairs and see what's been going on up here. Oh, by the way, that is the main floor bathroom right there. I should probably, you know what, before I go upstairs, don't be so scatterbrained, Alex. I'm gonna give you guys a lay of the land. So front door, I'm gonna back it up a bit. There we go. You walk in the front, nice railing, a Cinderella-like descent of a staircase. Hello, welcome with her queen wave. Hello, that's Melissa or Abigail, I guess, walking down there to greet people. Nice, big and open. This area is a sitting room, and the reason why we have this little wall here, initially this was gonna be an office, and I said, let's open it right up. Let's leave that as architectural detail, because we have load-bearing walls here, and we had to have mechanical walls to feed stuff up to the upstairs. So we left this sort of detail, this arch in this area, so it'll create a little sitting room space. You'll feel like you're in a different area by the windows where we got 2 little chairs, the piano against the wall. I can envision it now. The couches by the fireplace, and of course the dining room and the kitchen over there. But when I go to the right, and I haven't really covered this in a whole lot of detail, when you go down the hallway, so here's the front door, it'll be a big door there. You come in the hallway and you hang a right, and this is a big, like a hotel-sized hall closet. And yes, we put a window in here, mainly because we wanted the architecture to match on the outside, but also it's nice to have a sunny window in every bit of the house. So there would be a nice big row for hanging your clothes here, some shelves, and a great place to put your boots and stuff. So we got a nice big hall closet right off the front. Right opposite of that is going to be the main floor ensuite, or the main floor bathroom, I should say. And toilet, sink, very basic. And then when you're in here and you're on the commode, there's little shelves here to put towels and what have you, you know, extra toilet paper or whatever. A little storage space. We tried to incorporate a lot of natural storage spaces in the house when it comes to closets, like for linen and extra bits, so that there's a place for everything and you don't have a lot of clutter out. We've got the laundry room here on the other side of the big walk-in closet. There's a laundry room. Again, it has its own window. It's a heck of a good size for a laundry room too. It's gonna have a sink. And this is the sink where if somebody said, Alex, are you gonna put a sink in the garage? We did run water out there, and maybe I will do that at some point. But in the meantime, we will have sort of a mop sink in here, or a utility sink that I can use for utility type stuff. And so we've got well, I'm not gonna be washing car parts off in there, but I mean, if my hands are dirty, I can do it in here and not mess up the nice part of the house. But we've got the washer and dryer, and probably enough room for a little folding table or for an ironing board in here too, so you can leave that set up and not really have to worry about it too much. And then right by the garage entrance, we've got a mudroom, which will have hanging hooks for the kids to put their clothes when we come in from the garage, cubbies for their boots and stuff. And the nice thing about having 2 spaces like this, a little entry area where you can drop your shoes and go, and having a closet, is you can keep your extra coats and your extra things in the front and never have to worry about having clutter out. So again, come in the garage, there's a hallway to the front of the house, and a little pass through here that goes into the kitchen, with a built-in mini bar here that you keep your drinks in so it doesn't clutter up your fridge. And I thought that was just a great idea, that your fridge often gets filled up with, you know, like sodas or juice or whatever, or milk, and it takes up all the space. But if you have a little mini fridge just for drinks, well, then that frees up a whole lot of room in your actual fridge. So I really like that idea. And of course, now I'm in the kitchen. Anyway, lots going on here. So now that you have kind of an idea of the layout of the main floor, or refresh your memory, I'm gonna take you guys upstairs and see if there's been much happening up here. Okay, looks like the framers were here because they started to frame in where the little art niches are gonna go. Now, these boards weren't here before. It was all open. And you can see there's gonna be little pot lights, LED lights. We're doing sort of a warm temperature so the house doesn't have a super cool feel, that it's warm, you know, where it feels more like a glow, like a warm glow versus a really cold. We prefer a warmer look. There's gonna be 3 little art niches there, master bedroom. But let's have a look and see if they moved the TV stuff over yet. And yes, they have. So this is one thing we wanted to get moved upstairs, was moving the TV location and the data. They have done that. It was here and I was complaining because you can see it's sunny. Not that I'm complaining about the sun, but I don't want sun on the TV screen. So we're putting it over there on the wall, which really stays shaded. That's a better spot for TV. And I can see that they also added a backing location. So if I ever want to wall mount the TV, although we set ours up on top of a stand right now, but if I ever do want to wall mount it, there is a backing there to do that. So maybe that's something we'll look at down the road too. So that is all done, ready to go. That's complete. Boy, I used to be able to cut through here and walk into the bedroom. I can't do that now that there's wiring. Let's go see if they fix the wiring in the master bedroom. We wanted the plug moved over so that it wasn't behind the bed, and they have moved it. So there it is. So it looks like the electricians have pretty well taken care of any of the little challenges or issues we had. They're going to start prepping for the in-floor heating in the master bathroom, which will be nice on the toesies when you get out of the shower to have that nice warm tile floor. So that'll be happening soon. Oh, and look, there's actually a little bit of insulation in the wall. That's the first bit of insulation, and that's where the shower is going to go, over on that side. And we are doing it's a built-in shower with tile, glass front on it, and we're doing 2 shower heads. So that one is a regular sort of shower head that comes down at you, and the other one's like a rain head that goes down. And you can control them separately if you don't want them on at the same time. But it is a nice big shower, nice big walk-in shower, and you can really just have a great spa-like kind of experience is what the hope is. And it'll definitely be a treat after a long day of work to have a nice shower and a nice bath in here. So now, I guess what we'll do is we'll walk downstairs to the basement. And I should say, this still doesn't feel real to me. This whole thing, it's something that's happening and it's something that's being built, and it should feel real because I'm here and I'm standing on the floor of our future home. But it still doesn't feel real. It feels like I'm just, it feels like I'm building a Lego kit or a model kit or something, and it's just like, yep, this part goes here, that part goes there, and you just can't believe it's actually going to come true. This still feels like a far off dream, and I keep thinking it's only a few months away that we might actually be living in here. But let's have a look downstairs and see how it's going. So here we are in the basement, and the guys are hard at work down the hallway. We've got the HVAC going in. How hard was it getting the furnace down here? Was it not too bad? It was pretty easy. As we gave pretty big stairs. But this is definitely a lot more industrial than the furnace I have in my current house. That looks like it'll do the trick. It's how many BTU is a piece like an item like this?
100,000.
100,000 BTU. Yeah, that ought to heat the house up nicely.
2 zones.
2 zone, 100,000 BTU, and you are getting all the ductwork ready over here, crimping it, getting it prepared.
Yeah. All the prep stuff.
All the prep stuff, yeah. So now it's all connecting. This is when it starts to feel like an actual house, is when it lives and breathes. Without heat and without electricity, it's just kind of like a tree fort. So I'm gonna let him get back to work over there. But you can see, look, the wall is gone. There's no more wall here. They took the hallway out. We used to have a hallway here. And now when you come downstairs, it's gonna be this nice big open space. They're getting it all prepped and ready for heat and electricity, and this will be a finished sort of rec room. The kids are already saying that they want me to try and find a pool table somewhere for down here. When your kids get older and turn into teenagers, that kind of stuff is more interesting. And it looks like all the wiring has been adjusted or it will soon to be adjusted and fixed. So everything looks like it's coming along great down here. But I'm gonna let the guys continue their work and I'm gonna head myself back upstairs. Well, it's definitely taking shape inside. I don't want to get in the way of the workers there because, you know, they've got a job to do and they're trying to get it all prepped and ready while the weather is half decent here so they can get ready to hook everything up. But I am going to peek my head in the garage and see if they were able to get the bullards in place. Into the garage. Echo, go, go, echo. Wow. They did get the bullards in place. They're all screwed in here and mounted in. Filled with cement. Definitely starting to feel like an industrial shop in here. But I keep thinking how nice it'll be to have this space because currently I don't have enough room to work on my truck. My truck is too big for our current garage, you know, or to store things. So this will be a nice big space. I'm going to stand back in the corner so you guys get a kind of a sense of it. It feels like a little mini warehouse that I got going on here. They still, when the weather gets a little better, they said they have to come in and do a polish and do a coat on the floor. My worry about that is that the weather doesn't get better until like summer, and I have a lot of stuff to move in here. So I don't know if they come after we've taken occupancy and come back in the summertime, or if the heater that's going to be installed in here will be enough to heat this space for them. Either way, there's still some prep work needs to be done with the concrete to finish it. It has not been sealed yet. But they assure me it's part of what we paid for and it will be done at some point. But this is where I'll be, this is one of the first rooms I want to decorate almost, you know? This is like my own little mini apartment out here. Not so mini, this is like my own little workspace, my shop. So that's it, I guess, for today. Things are progressing, things are coming along. You know, we got bollards in place in the garage, protect the beam. We have workers working away and getting things done in the basement. It's nice, we actually have a furnace in there. Hopefully by the time I do my next update, we'll have the electrical working and have the furnace working, get some insulation going. And really then that's when things start moving quick because then drywall can go up, mudders can come in and they can mud and tape. That's the next big step in the process of this becoming a working, functioning house. So big, exciting things to happen. But thanks for watching today's episode, guys. Make sure to subscribe so you can kind of follow along and see how the house goes. You got to see what this place is going to look like. Right now, it's just a shell. You got to watch it get filled up and then decorated and all that great stuff. And then I guess come summertime, we'll probably do some landscaping out here too. But anyway, lots of fun to be had at the property still. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you all soon and bye for now.